Hey everyone, it is Jay Soloff from Investors Alley, and this is our options trade of the week. So, what we are looking at here in marketchameleon.com is the unusual options volume. And if you follow me regularly, you'll know that I consider unusual volume a great place to see where interesting trades are happening and potential trades that can be copied or built upon for profit. And usually most of the interesting activity happens near the top, so I usually sort by volume. In this case, Snap is up at the top. Snap is the company that makes Snapchat, popular social media platform, and they just had blowout earnings, really surprised a lot of people. The price is up 7% today, but it was up something like 20 some percent the day before, 23% or something. So it's obviously been doing quite well, as we'll see momentarily. A lot of the activity yesterday was a little bit different. Today it's a little more evenly split between calls and puts. Usually bullish activity, you see a lot of call activity going on. Bearish tends to be more puts. In this case, people could be selling puts, or we're going to look at a particular trade that's actually considered bullish, even though it's buying puts. So we'll look at that in a moment. But just a lot of action overall and a lot of good news for Snap. So looking at the actual trades here, again, sort by quantity to see where some of the big trades, they're usually done by large investors or funds or institutions. And so this one looks like buying puts for almost $7. So almost 1.8 million or almost 1.9 million in premium spent on 2,700 puts at the 35 strike with the stock at 38.72. But you can see this is stock contingent, which means that there's stock tied to the trade. And so what's likely going on in this case is someone bought the stock and puts at the same time. It's called a married put. And essentially they're buying the stock and then they're buying the puts to hedge their downside. But generally this is a bullish trade because you can make a lot more money if the stock continues going up than you can when you're buying out of the money like that. It's a play to protect yourself, and of course in this case it's a long-term protection. This goes through January 2022. So you make more money on the stock going up than you do on the put, unless there's obviously a total collapse, in which case the put just covers your loss in the stock. So this is a bullish trade. Why would someone protect themselves? Well, it's they have a large position. They just want to hedge. They want the risk to be defined, right? They want to know what their risk is. So obviously if the stock goes significantly higher, then they'll make a lot more money on the stock price than they will on the hedge. So, and also we don't know, this could just be hedging a portion of the shares that they own overall. So there's a lot of different scenarios that are going on, but generally you look at this and I'd say this is probably a bullish trade with just some risk management built in. So here's what we're talking about. And of course, when you have a big jump like this, it's very possible that people will take profits at some point and it'll go back down. So the puts just might be a way to protect in case some selling goes on. Maybe they close the puts and they still own the shares for if it goes back up. And of course, with the news for Snap, which was just really, really good, great advertising revenues, just good growth overall, it's very possible that this thing keeps going higher. So looking at that, this was a trade all the way out to January of 2022. So all the way out here, 456 days. And you can see here's 35 puts. There's all that volume there, much more than the open interest. So that was definitely an opening trade. And so if you wanted to do something like that, you could do it in your account just by buying. You buy the stock, buy the put. Sometimes they'll let you do it in one transaction, but it's as simple as that. You're buying the stock, you're buying the put. You have protection over the length of that put, and then you have the stock ownership. So interesting trade in Snap. Definitely looks like a bullish opportunity there. So this is just an idea. This is a trade I found interesting. If you're looking for concrete recommendations on calls and puts, I have a service, Option Floor Trader Pro. You can check it out. There should be a link on this page to follow if you're interested in that sort of trading.